What's going on, everyone? It's me, John, back here with another pickups video. Yep, been a good long while since I made a pickups video, and don't worry, it's not like I stopped buying stuff. I still buy stuff like about every week, a couple of items, but I thought that this week I definitely need to make a pickups video because I got a lot of stuff. So if you guys didn't know, this week I had off from school. They call it February vacation up here in New England, and I was able to go to two record stores this week, and I got a bunch of stuff. So, without further ado, let's get this started. So, the first thing I got here was when I went to Newbury Comics. I don't know if you guys know what that is, but it's kind of like a record store chain here in New England. They just don't sell records; they also sell comic books and basically some t-shirts and pop culture stuff. I just go for the records and CDs. And I don't know if any of you guys are Ghost fans, but I'm a huge Ghost fan, and I needed this to fill out my collection a little bit more. And it is the I don't think this is from 2019. This is like the brand new repress that they made of it. The 7 inches of Satanic Panic EP, or um, single. It's like a single slash EP. So all it has is just two songs on it. Kiss the Go Goat and Mary on a Cross, and it is on very dark purple vinyl. Like even when I held that up to the light and stuff, it was still like dark. You couldn't see like through it. So it's a very dark purple vinyl. Um, and I love the two songs on here. Kiss the Go Go will probably be my favorite. That one's rockin', has a little bit of a 60s vibe to it. Catchy and fun. And Marion Cross, the famous one and stuff that went viral on TikTok and what really helped out Ghost gain more popularity last year and stuff. I used to not like the song before, but now after getting the single and playing it, I'm like, you know what? This is a nice, poppy tune and stuff. I like it. Not as much as Kiss the Go Go, but I like it. I could play it and what's it called, sing along to it. So, yep, that's my first pickup here. Ghost, 7 inches of Satanic Panic EP slash single. And by the way, awesome artwork. I love it. Alright. Then I went to another, probably my favorite record store to go to, out in Haverhill, Massachusetts. This place is called Welfare Records. If you guys are ever in Massachusetts and stuff and looking for good record stores, go to Welfare Records. They got great stuff there. Originals, remastered stuff, and I was able to get all this stuff for free because of store credit. I had a bunch of records that I got a few years back and stuff. My one of my dad's coworkers gave me his collection of vinyls and stuff, and I went through them, and like the only things I kept were some original Van Halen vinyls, original Black Sabbath Heaven and Hell, uh, and two Police albums, but that's pretty much it. The rest of it was just 70s rock that I didn't care for and 80s pop records that I didn't care for. So instead of them taking up space on my shelf over there, I'm like, you know what? Let's bring it to the record store so that way I could clear up space and hopefully get some store credit. And yep, um, the guy said I got about $75 in store credit, so I just went to town. I bought a bunch of stuff. So let's start off with the cassettes. So, even though I haven't played this yet, I had to get it. The Striper Reach Out cassette single. Obviously, you guys know I'm a huge Striper fan, and I buy anything that I see of them, especially original stuff like this. I've been building up my Striper cassette collection. I have the Honestly cassette single, Always There for You, I Believe in You, Free / Calling on You, and the Shining Star cassette singles, and I had to get this to complete out more of my Striper collection. It has side 1 has Reach Out and Together as One edited version, and then side 2 is an interview with Michael and Robert Sweet, and as you can see, cool picture of them inside here. I will definitely check this out eventually, but I've had so much stuff to listen to that I didn't get to it yet. But great little thing to add to the Striper collection. Come on. Oh, did I put the cassette back in the right way? Hold on. Yeah, I did. Alright. Let's continue. Another cassette I got here is a very underrated album, an underrated band in my opinion, with the great Paul Shortino on vocals. I got the first Rough Cut album on cassette. And I think this is a really, really good album. Some people call them like, they did have a glam metal look, and some people could call them glam metal, but they also have more, they have some traditional metal moments and some good hard rock moments. I think the singles from this album and stuff were okay, but I think they could have picked better songs on here as singles. I think the singles on here were Piece of My Heart and You Keep Breaking My Heart, I think. Or, no, Never Gonna Die. And those are two okay songs, but I think Take Her, which is the best song on here, should have been a single. And Dreamin' Again, that's a great song as well. Black Widow is good. Kids Will Rock is fun. And She's Too Hot is pretty good. Unfortunately, though, I have the tape over there because the foam, like when I opened up the thing, the foam was loose in the thing. So my dad had to re-glue it, and now it's drying and stuff. So yeah, don't you hate it when that happens? When you get a cassette and the thing gets too dry and then it comes out. But I can show you the J card a little bit. Nothing too special in here, but still cool. But yeah, if you guys don't know who Rough Cut is, please go check them out and stuff. Especially this first album. This first album is really good. If you guys like glam metal with a little bit of a hard rock and traditional metal mix in it, I think you'll like this. Then these next two cassettes I got were an attempt for me to try to get into these bands. I'm trying so much to get into thrash lately, and it has been working. I actually made my own go-to thrash songs playlist on Spotify, and I'm trying to get into more and more stuff. It's been working, but not fully yet. I want to become a full thrash diehard, but so far it's a slow process. But at least I'm trying though, because before all I liked was just Metallica and Megadeth. Now I'm slowly trying to get into these other bands, and one of these bands I got, which everybody knows and stuff, and I even know some hits and stuff, but I never owned anything from them, is Anthrax, and they had the Armed and Dangerous EP at the store from 1985, and yes, this is an original Megaforce, I almost said Metal Blade, Megaforce Records copy. And I'm like, I only know the title track on here and stuff, so let me take a chance on the rest of this. And I kept listening to it over and over again. I'm like, come on, get into it. And I was able to get into some of it. Armed and Dangerous is a cool song. I always knew that song before. But the song that really caught my attention while listening to it was a song called Raise Hell. It has a cool riff, but I love Joey Belladonna's vocals. His vocals on this is really good. The cover of God Save the Queen is but then again though, I'm not a Sex Pistols fan, so I'm sorry about that. Not my thing. Metal Thrashing Mad Live and Panic Live are not live, they're just redone on here. Metal Thrashing Mad, first time hearing on here and after playing a couple times, it's fun. It's fast and stuff. Kind of more speed metal, but it's fun and all and stuff. But Panic, I couldn't get into. It had no hook and stuff, no chorus and stuff. It was just verse, done. I'm like, okay, whatever. So don't worry, I'll keep playing this over and over again, and I'll try to buy anything else Anthrax that I see from the 80s at a record store, okay? I'm trying, guys, I'm trying. Help me out here. Like, I'm trying. But I do like the CP, Anthrax Armed and Dangerous. And then next up, here's another thrash band and stuff that I'm trying to get into, and um, I actually do know one of their albums in full length. Unlike Anthrax, where I don't know an album in full length, I know like songs from out sporadically from albums. This band I do know two albums from because I went out and listened to them, but unfortunately I couldn't find the album that one of the. Hold on, let me rephrase that. But unfortunately I couldn't find those two albums that I know and stuff. So I got this EP that they have that that they released in the 90s, and this is Testament Return to Apocalypse City. Um, I think this is from the Ritual era. And let me show you the J card. The J card's pretty cool, although whoever had it accidentally spilled coffee on it, and that's why you see like brown on here. Someone spilled coffee on it. But hold on. It's hard to do this with one hand. Cool picture of the band. It's cool to see Chuck Billy wearing a Seasons in the Abyss shirt. And also, really cool cover. Now, it's mostly live stuff on here from the Ritual tour, but there are 2 studio songs at the end. So, I listened to this, and most of the stuff I heard for the first time. So, the live stuff on here. Over the Wall, first time hearing it live. Maybe if I heard the studio version, I might like it better. But here was like, fast and stuff, fast and thrashy, but no hook or anything, no chorus or anything for me to latch on to, So wasn't really that memorable for me. So Many Lives, I do know that song. That's from Ritual, and that's a cool, heavy groove type song. I like that one. The Haunting, never heard that one before until I bought this, and I don't even remember how it goes, to be honest. And then the last live track on here is Disciples of the Watch. I do know this song. I've heard this one on a couple times in the past, and so that's from the New Order. I think I like the studio version better and stuff, but this one's okay. It's heavy. I like the chorus, "Disciples of the Watch" and stuff with the riff. But the 2 albums that before I continue with this, the 2 albums I was talking about that I know and was looking for are "Practice What You Preach" and "Souls of Black." I like "Souls of Black" more than "Practice What You Preach," but unfortunately they didn't have them there, so I was kind of bummed out because Souls of Black, I do really like that album. It has my favorite Testament song on it that I heard so far called 7 Days of May. That song kicks ass. And it also has other cool songs on there like Face in the Sky and The Legacy is a beautiful ballad. But back to this, they have a new song on here called Reign of Terror, which once again thrashy, but nothing too memorable. No chorus that could hook me in or make it memorable. And then Returns to Serenity, it's an edited version and stuff, and I've always loved this song. I don't know which song I like better, which ballad I like better from them, Return to Serenity or The Legacy. I think I like The Legacy a little bit more, but Return to Serenity is a close second. Beautiful, dark ballad. I love it. But yeah, I'll give this another spin as well. I'll try to get into, these songs and stuff like Over the Wall and The Haunting and Reign of Terror. I will listen to them again and try to get into it, okay? But if I find any more Testament stuff, especially like Souls of Black or Practice What You Preach, I'm definitely going to buy it. Alright, that's all the cassettes I got from the store, but I did get 2 CDs. This one I already own on cassette, but hey, you always gotta upgrade and stuff. So I upgraded from cassette to CD with the '87 Whitesnake album. My favorite Whitesnake album has my favorite Whitesnake song on here called Bad Boys, but it's got other great tunes on here. It's Still the Night, of course, is a classic. Is This Love? Kyle, I know you're watching this. I love that song. Sorry, I know you don't like it. I love Is This Love? Give Me All Your Love is fun. Children, The Night is awesome. Crying in the Rain, a great version on here. I do not like Here I Go Again, though. Sorry about that. I do not like that song. And, what else do I like on here? Oh, Don't Turn Away is a good melodic ending as well to the album. I really love this album a lot. I always had it on cassette, but now I upgraded to CD. So, 87 Whitesnake album. Classic. Now, the other CD I got here is a CD that I've been looking for a while. Probably out of all the records here and stuff, this one's like the most out of the norm because most of the stuff I got here is mostly 80s and 90s metal stuff here. But this one is Alice in Chains. I was able to finally find it. Alice in Chains MTV Unplugged. And Julio, if you're watching this, I know you're happy because you were asking me, when are you gonna get it? When are you gonna get it? Well, I finally found it. And I think this is a great MTV Unplugged show. I think it's one of my favorites from the series. Definitely blows away the Nirvana one. That's for sure. This thing blows the Nirvana MTV Unplugged out of the water for sure. But would I say it's good as the Kiss one? No. That I say no. I think the Kiss MTV Unplugged is better than this, but it's still great. I think it's better than the Pearl Jam one, better than the Queensryche one. Just showing all the pictures, awesome pictures in here. And I'm going to see that man right there, Jerry Cantrell, in a month. So be on the lookout for videos in a month. I'm going to see him on the Brighton tour. What else? Great acoustic versions of the songs Angry Chair, Nutshell, Sledge Factory, Frogs is great on here. No Excuses is awesome on here. Got Me Wrong sounds great on here. Everything is awesome on this thing. Great album to chill back and relax to and stuff. Alice in Chains MTV Unplugged. Love it. Now I got the vinyls here. And first one I got here is the second album from the guitar legend Yngwie Malmsteen. Marching Out. This is an original pressing from '85. Unfortunately, though, the sleeve in here is different than some other original versions. It's just a clear sleeve. It's not like, the paper sleeve that had lyrics and says Yngwie on it. But who cares about that? It's in great condition, plays great. Not too many, actually barely any clicks and pops on it. I want to say this is my favorite Yngwie album. My favorite Yngwie album is probably Odyssey, but I think this one would probably be my fourth favorite. My second favorite being Eclipse, and my third favorite being Trilogy. And then this, I'll See the Light Tonight as a classic on here. I Am a Viking is awesome. Anguish and Fear is amazing. Soldier Without Faith is awesome. Caught in the Middle kicks ass. But my favorite song on here is definitely Disciples of Hell. That song is a badass song. If you guys don't know anything from this Yngwie album, check out Disciples of Hell. That song starts off amazing, like with this cool acoustic, or I should say classical playing from Yngwie, and then it goes into this heavy riff, has a creepy vibe to it and stuff. The keyboards add to it, and like I said, the riffs. It's all about the riffs in that song. It's amazing. So, Yngwie, Marching Out. Amazing album. Let me put it back in the sleeve. Give me a second. Alright, next vinyl that we got up here now is from the amazing Alice Cooper, and an album that just turned 50 years old yesterday. $1 Billion Babies. How funny is that? I didn't get this yesterday when it turned 50 years old. I got it a couple days before and stuff, so now officially turned 50, and man, this thing is beat to hell and stuff. Has a lot of clicks and pops in it, but I think it's worth it though, because check this out. It's still got the $1 billion in here. Look at that. So isn't that cool? Hold on, let me open it so I can show you guys. Check that out. Yep, original from 1973. Whoever had this, thankfully kept this in here. And then over here, got some cool live shots and stuff of the band and pictures of each band member. And the sleeve is original and stuff, and so is the vinyl, but I'm not going to pull it out because since this thing is so beat to hell and stuff, it's kind of a pain in the ass to put it back in and stuff. So just take my word for it. It is the original sleeve. And hold on, before I talk about the album, let me put the dollar back in here. Okay. Like I said, this is a classic album. The first and only Alice Cooper album to ever go #1 here in the States. I love it. Starts off great with Hello, Hooray, Raped and Freezing. Elected is a classic song. I love that song. No More Mr. Nice Guy is probably my favorite on here. And once again, another classic. $1 Billion Babies, of course. This album is like a greatest hits, you know. But then you got some cool deep cuts on here, like I Love the Dead, which ends the album on a very creepy note. Marianne is creepy. Sick Things is creepy as well. I just love this album a lot. I wouldn't say it's my favorite album from the original Alice Cooper Band. I think my favorite album from the original Alice Cooper Band is Love It to Death, which I'm still looking for, but this would probably be my third. It would go Love It to Death, Killer, and then this. So anyways, happy 50th birthday to this album right here. And that's another pickup I got. Now let me put the thing back in the sleeve. Okay. And now the last vinyl I got from there is another Alice Cooper vinyl, which is also kind of beat to hell, but hey, I'll take it. I'll find any original Alice Cooper vinyls I find, I'll take them, and this is his first solo album, Welcome to My Nightmare, from 1975. I never knew this until I actually bought it, but this is the only album during, you know, from 71 through 83 where Alice was on Atlantic Records, because the other solo albums after this, all the way through Dada, were on Warner Brothers, which is kind of odd. I don't know why Alice went to Atlantic for this album, but anyways. This album is basically I think it's Alice Cooper's first concept album. And one complaint that I do have about this album is that it's very, very theatrical, not as rock oriented. And if you were trying to get someone into 70s Alice Cooper, this is not the album, because it's very all over the place. It's very theatrical, tons of elements and stuff, and not as straightforward as, like, you know, the Alice Cooper Band albums. But I still really do enjoy this album. My favorite on here is probably the title track. I know you might be thinking, like, what, the title track is your favorite? Yeah, it has a cool, even though it has disco elements in it, I like it. It has a cool vibe to it. Devil's Food is pretty good and stuff. The Black Widow is fun and stuff. I love the eerie melody with the "Love me, yes we love me." That part is creepy and I love it. The Vincent Price cameo on it is pretty unique as well. Some Folks was kind of like a filler track to me. Only Women Bleed is a classic ballad on here. I love it. Department of Youth is one of the more hard rocking songs on here. If you wanted to get into if you wanted to get someone into this album where they're only looking for hard rocking songs, I think Department of Youth will be a good way to introduce them to this album. Or Escape. Escape is also another hard rocking one. Steven built up great atmosphere. It's a classic song. When I saw Alice Cooper 2 years ago, he actually did the straight jacket scene to Steven, not a Ballad of Dwight Fry, which is kind of odd. Cold Ethel is another great tune on here. That's a classic. The Awakening is another. I don't even know if The Awakening should be on here. It's kind of like it's short, and it's just meant to build up atmosphere of, like, this crazy guy, you know. But like I said, it's not one of my favorite Alice Cooper albums, but it is pretty good though. So, Alice Cooper, welcome to my nightmare. And that's all my pickups from Welfare Records. And now I got two last things to show you. So, 2 days ago, I was able to go back to Newbury Comics again and shop around, and I was able to find an album that I've been looking for a while. This badass album from a badass band. I'm talking about Pantera, Cowboys from Hell. Finally got it. My favorite Pantera album. And look at those live shots, man. Look at that. Look how cool those are. Absolutely amazing. The inner sleeve is nothing really special. It's just like a regular sleeve. And this is supposed to be limited edition white and whiskey brown marble vinyl. Now, hold on, I can show you guys. I have it on my turntable right now. Let me just move this. Tell me if you see marble in this. It's just mostly white, and the whiskey brown thing is like these little specks like this, which you can barely see in the first place. So, the machine that made this kind of messed it up, but who cares? It sounds great and stuff on my turntable, and let's see, where do I even start? Well, it starts off with a classic heavy tune that always like, like whenever one of my favorite Pantera songs and go-to songs is Cowboys from Hell. It's like a holiday is a badass song that I've grown to like the more I listen to it after many listens. Heresy is a cool fast track. Cemetery Gates is probably my favorite on here. It's a song that got me into Pantera, so has to be my favorite. Domination, my second favorite. Every time I hear the breakdown, I can't help but just blast it and just headbang to it. The dun 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 dun, and of course the amazing solo from Dimebag, rest in peace. And then side two gets interesting. Side two doesn't really have any big hits or anything. Side two is more like for the diehards and stuff, and has some really cool songs in there like Clash with Reality, which is cool. Medicine Man is pretty good as well. And Message in Blood, I love the chorus. There's a message in blood. Awesome. So, my favorite Pantera album, Cowboys from Hell. And there's one last pickup I want to show you guys, and this is not a vinyl CD or cassette. And no, it's not an 8-track either. It's actually a magazine that I got. So, my co-host on the Nothing But Metal podcast, Cruz, he sent me a picture of this magazine that I got. It was a Kiss magazine, and it was a guide to Kiss, like 50 years and stuff of Kiss, and show like a bunch of pictures and the history of them. And I'm like, ooh, I want to get that. So I went to Barnes & Noble to look for it, and I couldn't find it, unfortunately. But I was pleasantly surprised to see that there's actually one metal magazine that still exists today and is still publishing stuff. And this is Metal Hammer. I never heard this thing before, this magazine before, until a couple days ago. I wonder if you guys know about it. You guys probably do and stuff, but I didn't know about it. They're from the UK apparently, and this was like a recap of 2022. This was their January 2023 issue and stuff, and they also had their February one. But the reason why I grabbed this one was because I had more bands that I know and like and stuff. Their February issue had mostly metal bands I could care less about. But it had some cool articles in here, so I'm still reading it, but I have already read some stuff. Hold on, let me skip to some of the cool pictures in here. Oh, it talks about here how 2022, the year that metal thrived, shows a picture of Ghost, because obviously Ghost, last album, Pantera, was huge, man. It went to number 2 here in the States, which is awesome. And of course, you got Stranger Things. Here, screw Slipknot. They suck. Let's see. Yeah, once again, Stranger Things made metal mainstream. I don't know if I'm going to read this article or not, but also, by the way, I'm going to give out a little rant. I think the Master Puppet scene is overrated as hell. It's like Kiss Revenge. It is way too hyped up. It's the way they edited the song. Oh my god, can I talk today? The way that they edited the song was complete garbage. they edited weird, and they didn't play the full song and stuff. And you're like, oh, he's playing the guitar. He only plays like the beginning of it, and he doesn't do anything afterwards and stuff. I just think it was overrated and not that good. And to be honest, the entirety of season 4 was overrated. Season 4 sucked in my opinion. Way too long. Why am I watching an hour and a half for an episode, every episode, and the last thing had to be 2.5 hours? Season 4 sucked. I think season 3 was, all the seasons before, which were much better. Alright, that's my Stranger Things rant. They made a thing for Taylor Hawkins. This I read, the announcement of the Pantera reunion, which I'm finally gonna see next year when I see Pantera open for Metallica, which is gonna be amazing. Another article, this one's on Ozzy and stuff, on one of his last performances and stuff, when he played at the Birmingham games, soccer games and stuff with Tony Iommi. This one I still have to read, but I can't wait to read it though. Iron Man continuing building a legacy, basically a continuation of the legacy of the Beast Tour, but with the Senjutsu songs, which, as you guys know, I already saw that show. It was amazing. Let's continue here. This one I'm interested in reading. Nia Strauss leaving Alice Cooper and stuff. This one I'm definitely going to read as well. This is on, this is on Metallica's tribute show for John Zazula and his wife and stuff, and Megaforce Records. This show, Ralph Vieira, aka Almost Human, was at and stuff, so I can't wait to read this one too. And then they do their top 50 metal albums of the year, and man, they had to put poor Megadeth down at number 39. That album should have been in the top 10, because it's pretty good. And they put Ozzy at 33. Ozzy should have been in top 10 as well. Let's continue. Stuff that we don't care about. Yada, yada, yada. Blah, 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 blah. There we go. And then they had Ghost at number 1. And I read this yesterday. Amazing review of the album. And a great interview with Tobias Forge, a.k.a. Papa Emeritus. And, yes, there is a page here, but I cut it out last night. I put it up on my wall. Cool picture of Tobias and stuff. It's a great interview. And hopefully I might be able to see Ghosts this summer when they come here, but I don't know for sure. But hopefully I can. And nothing else in here. So if you had to talk about Sepultura, if you guys are into that. Nothing else that good. But at the end they do advertise this though. The Number of the Beast triple vinyl thing that I got. I actually bought this a couple months back and stuff, and it sounds great, Beast over Hammersmith. But yep, that's all my pickups, guys. All my pickups for this past week. Now let me grab everything and put it back here. What do you guys think? Do you guys like some of my pickups and stuff? I'm glad I was able to make this video and stuff, because it's been a while since I last made one. I don't know, guys. Should I start making more of these and stuff, even for, like, you know, the weeks where I just buy, like, 1 or 2 things and stuff? Let me know down in the comments below. But anyways, thank you guys for watching. Thank you so much for 600 subs. You guys rule and stuff. It just seems like a week ago we reached 500, and already we're at, well, actually, no, week, a month. It was just a month ago that we reached 500, and now we're already at 600 subs. So thank you so much. Go follow me on Instagram at metalfan1405, and no, actually no, metalfan1984 I meant to say, and follow me on TikTok, which is metalfan1405. So anyways, guys, I'll see you later. Hopefully I can make more videos soon. I'm gonna be heading back to school this week, so I don't know, but hopefully me and Cruz can do some more podcast episodes. So anyways, see you later. Peace.